You are. They sent me out here to tell you that you're not allowed on the property.
I'm not allowed on the property.
Yes, sir. That's what they said. They asked me to be here. They asked law enforcement to be here.
Right? Did you get called? Or are you on the property all the time?
I'm on the property during the business hours.
Okay. So what have I done?
Well, thing is that since
I don't have no knife. I don't have no gun on me.
I understand.
So don't get paranoid if I put my hand in my pocket.
I understand. Since I'm here on the property all the time, I'm here to enforce, if they want somebody trespassed or something of the sort.
Right.
So, in this situation.
What situation?
In this situation.
What situation?
I'm telling you. Work with me.
Okay.
In this situation, they have asked me to tell you that you're not allowed on the property.
Okay, I've been here like 5 or 6 different times, and it wasn't until I wound up on national radio up here in up here in Jackson, Tennessee, pertaining to, I guess it was an occurrence that happened at First Baptist on North Highland.
Yes, sir.
And then there was another occurrence that happened supposedly at the Pentecostal Lighthouse Church. But because I was on national talk radio, that's what has brought this upon.
Well, that may be the case.
Okay.
But me working with JPD, if private property wants somebody to be trespassed, they have the right to ask me to tell you to leave.
Sure.
So under these circumstances, I'm just going to have to ask you to leave. Okay.
So am I welcome in any church in Jackson, Tennessee, in Madison County? That's my $64,000 question. Because obviously these bigger churches are banning me, and I don't know why they're banning me, because obviously you can see that I represent various things pertaining to the church organization, and to be banded this way, I feel like that it is considered prejudicism or people that's being judgmental against me for no reason, because I've never had any incident here.
I can't speak for all the churches. I only speak for this one.
Can I speak to the administrator?
I've already talked to I don't even know who the administrator is, to be honest with you. The security here, they have been notified, and they notified me to tell you that you're not allowed on the property. So right now, I'm just asking you to leave.
And if I don't leave, what's going to happen?
If you don't leave, you will go to jail for trespassing.
I will go to jail for trespassing.
Yes,
for criminal trespassing.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to, as you see, I understand that you may be frustrated. I understand that
you think? Would you think?
Yes, sir. But
if you was me and the shoe was on the other foot, and you had already been here 5 or 6 different times, and all of a sudden an officer comes out and tells you that you're not welcome here, even though there's never been an incident on this property, would you not be frustrated?
I could see that you would be frustrated.
Right.
But at the same time, I have a job to do. And if they don't want you here.
So your job goes above morals, principles?
No, my job is
your job goes above morals and principles.
Just to enforce the law. Okay. So I'm being really polite here. I'm just asking you, for the church, that you're not allowed back on the property. Just asking you to leave. Okay. That's it. So this is pretty much done. So
can I ask you one question before I leave?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you feel like this is fair towards me driving all the way from Weakley County at 291 Thompson Road, which is about a 70-mile trip? It took me about almost an hour and a half to get here. Do you feel like that it is fair for me to come to this organization, and after me driving that far, being told by an official, you must leave, and you must leave immediately? Do you think it is fair?
It's not my position to say whether it's fair or not.
It's not your position.
No, sir.
So you don't have a mind?
It's not my position to say if it's fair or not.
You don't have a mind? You don't have an opinion?
That was my statement. That was my answer to your question.
You don't have
that was my answer to your question.
You can't voice your opinion.
That was my answer to your question, and I'm just asking you to politely leave. Okay? Work with me.
I'm going to work with you.
Well,
yes, sir.
Have a better day. Okay?
Yes, sir. Obviously, I'm looking forward to a better day.
Yes, sir.
But not at any of these churches. if you want to call them a church. I really don't call a church that kicks people out like this, unless they have a valid reason. If you had a valid reason, it'd be different. But you can't kick people out just because you don't like the color of their hair or the color of their skin, or you don't like the type of automobile that they drive. That's the point that I'm trying to make with these people. They're discriminating. They're discriminating. You people are discriminating. Do you understand that? You're discriminating. I've been asked to leave off the property here at Open Discrimination at Love and Truth Church. This is the first time that I've had any type of confrontation with the security system at Truth and Love Church involving me being welcomed here. And for whatever reason, they have made a conscious decision of banning me from the churches here at Truth, Love and Truth Church, because of what they have done. Fits under the category of discrimination. Anytime you cannot walk into a public setting and feel welcomed in their worshiping center, something is wrong, entirely wrong, with the whole concept of the land of the free, unless they have some valid reason to justify these actions. This is discrimination, and this is the very thing that I have been dealing with by being demonized since 2005, since I have walked off into the eyes of the public pertaining to the Oklahoma incident. Being criticized and demonized by churches goes beyond anything that I can even think of, and it would be the same thing if restaurants was to discriminate against me whenever I walked into a restaurant and all of a sudden they said, well, you can't eat here. We don't like the color of your skin, or we don't like your ideology, or we don't like your ideals in what you believe in, or we don't like your automobile that you drive. It is full-fledged discrimination. And if the truth be known, if I felt it was necessary, I could probably sue them for everything that they're worth. But because they know I'm not the type of person that will sue them, this is the results that I get by a group of people picking and punching on me for no reason. For no reason. And it stems back to what the church society didn't do 30 years ago, beginning with the conspiracy that began with the Reagans and the Bushes. It begins all the way back to that era of what should have been taken to the general public in a more authentic, professional way than what I'm dealing with now. So, this makes 3 major churches that I've been banned here in Madison County, in Jackson, Tennessee. And I'm just wondering if I'm welcome in any of these churches. You know, Jesus said that the birds of the air have dens and nests to lay their heads, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head. Jesus was intolerably banned from society, to the point that he was so frustrated that he went up into the mountain and prayed, Lord thy God in heaven, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, I have gathered thee together as a hen would gather her chicks, and ye would not listen. Once more, you cannot liberate a group of people that don't feel like that they need to be liberated. America has turned its back on God, and America has turned its back on God's precious children that are preaching a divine message coming out of the Bible. This is in Jackson, Tennessee, on Mother's Day, that I get treated in such of a horrible, horrible, pathetic, unprofessional way. Welcome to the 21st century. Welcome to America.